What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be telling you guys how you can get a free 94 overall. It's probably going to be more. It could be up to like a 95. I highly doubt it that EA would make the last drop a 95 overall, but we're going to go over how you're going to get a free 94 overall Legend player. Now, I do want to go ahead and update you guys with one of the things that have been going on. You guys reported it to me, I reported it to EA, and so many of you other guys did, so it worked out for you guys where EA has a fix. Now, what's happening is in Legends Week 1, there's been an error that's been kicking everybody out, right? So I just want to show you guys that it's still there. And what happens is the reason that I told you guys to try to get that done earlier was because that's been going on for like at least, I would say, the last 3 years. Like when you go back to try to get solos done, it'll boot you out of the game. That's been a regular occurrence that's been going on. So what I try to do is I want to lessen the stress of, my viewers. Like, yo, bro, listen, if you're going to be doing this to get the free player, you might want to get it done early. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what actually goes on. So now, EA Sports this weekend, you're going to get 4 additional tokens. Now, obviously, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? For those of us that have done everything, because we're going to just get the one, and, we're only going to need the one. It's not like you can add it into something else. I'm not sure if they're going to allow it to quick sell right away, but eventually they will. Ultimate Legends will drop and things like that will go on, and you'll be able to go ahead and get those things, with the new tokens. So you'll be able to quick sell the Legend tokens at some point, I believe. So for everybody else that's already done this, you're already good to go. Now remember, it's one BND, which is an account-bound card. When you see account-bound and then you see BND, it's the same thing. So some of you guys that were asking about this competitive starter bundle, where you get the 493 overall players, it looks cute, but it's not. Because it tells you clearly, all players are account-bound and quick sell for 800 training. So whatever you get, right? Whatever player it is that you get, that player is just for you. That's it. You're not doing anything else with it. It's all garbage with the training. It's a trash heap. But if you're looking to jump into the game, you just got the game on Black Friday or whatever, and you're just getting into it, this works because it's going to help you jumpstart your squad. But just understand that the value of the cards are only valuable in your actual team. You cannot do anything else with it. I just want to point that out. And in the future, you guys can read the description. Nobody can tell you what's good. You got to know based on what your team is, what you're willing to spend for, and that's it. And you can see they're adding other players because they know that people are just getting the game. So a lot of people that just get the game, they don't really understand, like, yo, what is going on? But you can still read the description and see. And reading the description is very, very simple. Click on it and it'll tell you what's going on. So once you see the words account bound or BND, you are done. Like, that's pretty much it. That's over. So EA is trying to get as much out of it as possible. And I bring that up because I know that a lot of you guys look at it like, yo, bro, should I do it? Should I do it? But what happens is when you start asking everybody, should you do it? At that point, you probably shouldn't do it, because you should know if something is going to be, good for you, right? Nobody can tell you what's going to be good for you. Like, if you want to have B&Ds running around and you want to spend the money, that's on you. Just understand that the value of the card is not going to be anything other than what it is in your actual lineup, and you're just giving them money for cards that are going to be B&Ds. All right, now I'm going to let you guys understand this again. You can see right here, you're going to find this set where you need the 1 token left, right? It's 1 token left, and you're absolutely done. Okay, you're gonna get your choice of 1 B&D boss legend player. All right, now let's go over the boss players. Okay, when you start up here, I don't want to see anybody picking an Andre Reed. Okay, like dude, listen, bro. If you pick an Andre Reed, like, dude, I'm done with you. Like, don't do it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. All right, that's the lowest. Then you come down to where the highest are. All right, now you can get any of them. All right, now I know I said 94, okay, so it's 95, so I was right. I guess my brain was a little bit mixed up. So it should be 95 overall, so I'll go ahead and make sure that I switch it. For those of you guys that are going to be wondering, like, what are you talking about? He is 95. I'm going to switch that into the actual title, because for some reason I thought he was a 94. But regardless of that, he's one of the better players that are available right now. So what I'm going to tell you, right, before they release the last 3 legends, if you are convinced that this card is what your team needs, what you're going to have to do is get the other card that goes into the set as soon as possible. The one that when you complete the set, you get it back as B&D, the 93 right here. You're going to need to go ahead and grab that. Okay, because what's going to happen is that's what the problem is going to be. You're going to get the highest overall, but in order to get the discounted abilities, you obviously have to power them up. And powering up the cards, it's a ripoff. You know, like that's honestly what it is. Like that's just, you know, repeating it, putting the same cards in instead of the training, complete ripoff, right? But you're not going to want to spend that. That's a ridiculous price to spend, so obviously don't spend that. And when everything drops and you decide what you want, you can still wait until the Monday when everything starts dropping in price to then buy the set piece that goes into it. But because most people know that everybody's going to be choosing the highest overall player, the first player that goes into the set is going to be the most ridiculously priced. Like this 93, I don't think his will be that expensive though, I don't think. Oh yeah, because that makes sense. But the Bruce Smith is such a good card with the abilities that he gets and all the 0 AP abilities. It makes sense that everybody will be looking to that. But I'm just making sure you guys understand there's really no reason to actually go ahead and buy that card right now. The 93 that goes into it for the power up. Even if you were to get the full Legend Bruce Smith, you can still get him. He doesn't get the boosted speed like they did in the past with the power up. So you're just pretty much not getting the ability, and then you can wait until that other card goes down in price before you proceed. All right, so now look, these are the only 2 cards that you can probably consider. Obviously, I would not vest my future of my MUT team on a halfback, so I would say stay away from Earl. But if that's something that you want, get at it. You know, whatever makes you happy, it is what it is. Every other card that's below that I'm showing you now, you are not going to get those cards unless you have a version of the card that's selling for a decent amount still. All right, if you have a version of any of these cards, I recently just pulled a full Darren Woodson, and he's only going for 330. So I wouldn't really go too crazy about that. You know, Ty Law, I'm probably going to rate sell him soon because I don't know what he's doing. He's a little bit undersized, but he gets the deep out and the pick artist for 1 AP, so that's why he's still in the squad. But right now, you should only be considering, you know, Bruce Smith. At this, like right now, at this time, he should be the only one that you're considering getting as a free card until, like I said, they release all the information on the latest ones. Now, what I usually do is no matter what happens, I get the latest legend because that legend is going to be the most expensive one. So that's the one you ultimately want. So you can go ahead and grab whatever of the 3 that are dropped on Saturday and you're still good. And then you don't have to worry about it. But again, if that's something that you wanted right now and you actually have this card and you have the 93 that you can sell right now for a higher price, I would break him down if you powered him up and sell it and get rid of it now and just repeat and get the card free the next day. Because once the card drops and people know what's going on, they're going to attack that, you know, the top main piece for the set. All right? After you decide what you want, it doesn't matter. Just remember that it's going to be a B&D and you're absolutely 100% done with it. In addition to that, remember, whatever the limited is, all right, for that day, you're going to still be able to possibly pull it inside of the store in the training variety pack. So that's another thing. Make sure you have training on deck to try to do that. And if you can't use your training or whatever, just look out for the limited because more than likely that price will be lower because everybody has so much training and they're going to be going crazy with the variety packs. All right. So those are just some of the pro tips that's going to help you be, you know, come up pretty well over this last weekend for the Legends as we get ready for the Ultimate Legends. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Happy holidays. Until next time. One love, y'all.